What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life and TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of The Handmaid's Tale. This is season 4, episode 5, Chicago. Or as I like to say, Chicago. I say Chicago. I don't know why I say that, but I say Chicago all the time. Ooh, I got some grays popping through. Ooh, y'all see those silver hairs? Silver gray hairs. Okay, well, anyway, I guess we ended up in Chicago. Last episode, I was trying to figure out, like, where the heck were they at? But it's kind of funny how that worked out. Okay, the train indeed was heading to Chicago, but it was supposedly jacked before getting to its destination by Stephen and his crew. However, Stephen and his crew are in Chicago. But as far as Mayday is concerned, that faction is not there. Somebody help me out. Why did June believe that Mayday was in Chicago? I know they kept saying that Mayday was out west. But why did she assume that out west meant Chicago? Out west could have been anywhere, west of Boston. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me. I just got off work. I went to the doctor and all kind of stuff. The therapist was all in my head and stuff. So my head. Anyway, anywho, I want to touch on a hot topic from last week's discussion. The word safe. A few of us in the comments section felt that June was justified leaving Gilead or not returning to Gilead to get Hannah because she was safe. I was like, but is she really? Is she really? Like, she was kidnapped, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Literally stripped out of her parents' arms. Her parents was being hunted down. Her mother was captive as well. She was stripped of her identity. Sounds like slavery. She was stripped of her identity, brainwashed to forget and fear her own mother. Sounds like slavery. And as soon as she gets her menstrual cycle, she will be married off to a commander to breed, possibly, for them. And if she can't, then she's going to end up being the wife who is helping to perform the rape ceremony with her elder husband. How in the heck does that sound safe? It doesn't. She's alive. That's what I can say. She's alive. But Nick even tested the waters with her life, because if June hadn't spoken up, no telling what Commander Stans would have done. Safe is not a word that I will use to describe Hannah's current situation. Not at all. Not at all. Nick saying she's safe does not soothe my worries. Heck, baby's breath is supposed to be safe, remember? She's safe in custody. We all know what being in custody means in Gilead. Even for a wife, we've seen that happen. We've seen that play out a couple times, that the wives were in custody. I don't think baby's breath's safe. And June's decision to leave Gilead actually had nothing to do with Nick. She was leaving way before Nick came back into the picture. She had made up her mind to find Mayday as soon as she recovered from her gunshot wounds. Just a mere few hours or a day maybe after saying that she wasn't getting on that plane without her daughter. So yeah, I just want to touch on that just for a moment, because I like the fact that in our comment section we be having some hot topics going on. Shout out to each and every one of y'all who drop y'all little gems in the comment section. I don't respond to everybody, but I actually read everybody's comment. You may see me throw a little heart or a little thumbs up. It doesn't mean anything one way or the other. It depends on what app I'm on and whether I can thumbs it up or heart it, okay? Anywho, we open up. June is reminiscing about her and Luke back in the day. I think this is when they was cheating with each other behind Alice's back, but there's neither here nor there. Happier times, right? She smiles and then looks over and see Janine and Stephen going at it. Janine is moaning and back is arching. I was like, what the hell is going on here? I thought the blowjob was just going to be a rite of passage, but now she had his sex slave. Is that what's going on? That's how me and June proceeded. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking all the other women that's up in that camp, and Stephen couldn't get none before Janine came. I was like, Janine, please don't fall for him. Please don't fall for him like you did your commander. You hear explosions outside. All happening in the background as Janine is exploding herself over there. You know what I'm saying? Just a few cots over. And I was like, was that dude watching him? Did he have a cell phone watching him? I was like, humans are weird. Humans are weird. The world is ending and sex is what's on your mind. I know it's a great release. You know, I know it's a stress reliever. You know what I'm saying? But damn, for real, the boom, another explosion, right? Closer this time. Glass shatters, and that shattered the sex that was going on between Janine and Steven. Closer and closer and closer each explosion gets. So June, what does she do? She got to investigate. She gets up. And everybody's like, chill out, get back in the bed, you know, it's not safe up there. But no, June has to go look. You know, I was like, I hope she's not blowing a cover. Please don't let her be blowing a cover. And they seem to be deep underground, but up the stairs she go. She don't even think about the consequences of her actions. Like, what if somebody had seen that damn light that she was holding in the window? It's bombs over Baghdad out there. And she looking out the window like it's fireworks on the 4th of July. Like, this is a fucking amazing, some shit like that. Girl, no. Think. So the next day, everybody's acting like nothing has happened. Everything is everything. The kids out there playing ball, laughter all around. June is washing her red cloak. I'm like, why are you holding on to that cloak? Why are you holding on to that? I would have burned that thing so fast. Teresa's up there counting MREs and says they have to go trade them for other resources. And June is like, let me come. I'm coming. I can come. Come on now. Second go. She's like, girl, that's Steven's. That's up for Steven to decide. Well, Steven don't like her that much. She sounds too desperate. June, you sound too desperate. Desperate people make careless mistakes. And June is looking like her, like at Teresa, like she wronged her in some way. She mean I gotta go talk to Steven. It's the look she had on her face. Well, she goes on to the other room so she could talk to Steven, and he in there giving Janine shooting lessons. Janine is fitting right on in with everybody, it seems. June is seeing her looking someone like an outcast. And maybe a tad bit jealous. I picked up a hint of jealousy. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about that. Definitely disgust. She had disgust though. I'm gonna give her that. So she asked Steven, can she go? He like, no, no new booty on this trip. But Janine is like, look here, I'm gonna vouch for her. She can help. She helped get a plane full of kids out of Gilead, and me for that matter. You know what I'm saying? She could be useful. Steven's like, okay, fine, you know, but you got to do what I say. I would be shocked if June did. June gotta do what she gotta do when she wanna do it. I'm saying, she listen to Steven, I'll be like, really? Well, back in Gilead, Aunt Lydia seems to be in some type of auntie nursing home or something like that. You know, they knitting, doing puzzles, playing bridge, pinochle. She on a treadmill trying to stay right and tight, right? And outside there's a new batch of handmaids being ushered in. The thirst for the new recruits got Aunt Lydia all excited, like, oh. So she tell Aunt Ruth, hey, put me back in, coach, put me back in. Ruth like, no, girl, the good Lord has blessed you with some quiet time. They are no longer your concern. Basically, Aunt Lydia, you have been sat down. You should be glad that you haven't been laid to rest instead of being told to rest. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what she want to hear. She got back on that treadmill, baby, cranked up that speed. When she said Godspeed, I was like, Aunt Ruth, you should be concerned. You should be concerned. Aunt Lydia say, you ain't seen the last of me yet. The fuck you mean, rest? Rest is for the weary. I'm not going to be resting up in here. Okay, so, Commander Blaine. That's Nick. He not just in a high-ranking position. He now sits on the council. He is an official son of David, because that's who sits on the council, the sons of David. See, the Swiss told us back in the day that there was a lot we didn't know about Nick. And I'm thinking I'm starting to see it unfold. I have always been suspicious of him, you know what I'm saying? I'm now curious as to how he came into so much power. When he said that he convinced the council to let Lawrence go free, Commander Joey, I forgot that I used to call him that, and get, you know, and then put him in on the military tactics, I kept asking myself, how you do that? How you just got promoted? How you get in a position where you are now pulling strings, pulling rank, so to speak, right? You were a soldier in the fight for Gilead, and now you one of the decision makers. Ain't that something, Nick? I cannot believe all of you all who still trust Nick. I'm like, I don't even trust Commander Joey. I don't trust him either. He don't want to destroy Gilead, I don't believe. He wants Gilead's current system to be undone and to make it more his style. We talked about that, how he was all about the money and the politics, the economical side of things, and they not doing things like he want them to do. I think that's the destruction of Gilead that he's really looking for, right? It's all about power. It's all about power. He suggests a temporary ceasefire in Texas, Chicago, and California. I mean, he said the world already scared of us. Like, so, I mean, we can't keep this up, though, without money. You know, we need money. So he's thinking during the ceasefire, which only lasts a few hours, they can restock food and medical supplies from international sources for the people they're going up against, the insurgents. Okay, how are you an insurgent in Chicago when Chicago still hasn't been taken over by Gilead? Y'all coming in our space and we the insurgents? Okay, anyway. Okay, but Calhoun, he said, stock up. You want us to stock up the area that's flooded with terrorists and food, getting food and supplies? Make it make sense, son. Make it make sense. Well, Commander Joey thinks that this is going to speed up the end to trade restrictions. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Y'all trading with the enemy. And then I'm like, why am I not surprised? Because that's how all these governments worldwide work right now. They all still trading with the enemy. We'll go blow you up today, but then go shake your hand tomorrow. We got just like a boxing match. You got, these people standing there going at each other, spitting each other's face, punching each other in the doggone interview, and then they going out hanging out for ice cream afterwards. That's basically what's going on. Well, Commander Joey, he like, look here, we could beef up the action in Nevada, or somewhere else. I don't see what difference it really make, And Nick was like, nope. I think we need a strong military presence everywhere. He look at the Nick like, really? All the council is still salty with Commander Lawrence, Commander Joey, Joseph, for June freeing all those kids under his watch. You know what I'm saying? While he was living with her. So they like, yeah, nah, it's a no for me, dog. Ain't gonna be no ceasefire. And then he look at Nick like, I thought you had my back. I thought you had my back. So as they walking out, he say, you couldn't give me a damn mercy vote, you know what I'm saying, like that? I was already losing. You could just still say yeah. And Nick was like, no, because I don't agree. I will not support a ceasefire for a battle that I'm leading. Let me say that again. The battle I'm leading, says Nick. If he really wanted to end Gilead or do something traumatic to help free the handmaids, he has the power to do so because he's in charge, at least of the war. But he's part of this council. He's big draws now. And he sits up there all high and mighty making decisions with them to help continuously take over the rest of America and enslave people. That's what Nick does. And y'all think I give a damn about Nick? I don't give a good goddamn about Nick at all, right? Commander Joey's like, if we do a ceasefire, it could help June. And Nick like, if she was near a doggone border, I would know. Would you now? How would you know? I'm still trying to figure out how you knew that she was at the Keys household. Tell me that, right? Especially since she wasn't there when you showed up. Neither were the handmaids. So what made you sit there and wait for June? Baby's breath had to give up. Baby's breath had to give her up. And she may not have done it willingly, but she had to give her up. Because I don't understand any reason, first of all, why they would even show up at the Keys house. Second of all, why you would sit there and wait for June to return when all the handmaids were gone. She could have been very well gone with them. It didn't make sense to me. But okay, baby's breath had to talk. So they walking over to where they're going to do the trade. And June is like, hey, I know I only been here a few days, dog. A few hours, really. But when do I get a gun? Girl, bye. You ain't get no gun. You ain't earned one. Janine is like, dog, calm down. You a bit pushy, ain't you? You know what I'm saying? Don't you think? Nah, she don't think that, girl. No, she don't think that. June really thinks that she's a badass and that people should do what she say do and kiss her ass. That's what June does, right? But they run up on some dead guardians and learn that there's another group out there called the Nighthawks. The Nighthawks must have took these guardians out. Their only purpose out there is to kill the soldiers. I told you there's levels to this shit, right? And it sounds like that's who June really wants to be with. And that's what Steve said too. That sounds like your crew right there, right? So I bet June is going to go venture to the Art Institute and the hospital where he said that they was last seen looking for them. In the meantime, they expect the troops to come at any moment, so we need to keep moving, right? One thing I picked up from this scene was June. Everybody else in there is dressed in dark drab colors, grays, browns, and blacks, dark navy blues, right? Even Janine put a doggone cover over her red eye patch. And June is the only person here with a mustard color hoodie on, brighter than sunshine. Clearly, to me, it's an indicator, a subliminal indicator, that June is not part of this group. She don't fit in. She stands out. She's still an outsider, and she's making a choice to stand out. Her choice of clothing proves that to me, right? So they got to tuck inside this building because, like Steven said, troops are coming, right? So they plan on casing the building. They casing all the buildings with the flashlight. They never go inside. I told you the Guardians ain't all the way smart all the time. They never go inside the doggone building. June, you can tell she was about to leap. She's ready to jump. She's like, get their ass, get him, right? You know what I'm saying? She's about to move on them, but they got the all clear, so he moved away from the building, right? Then she mad at Stevie. You had a clean shot. You could have took him out. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Shoot him, and then every other Guardian in the street is going to rush their ass in here on y'all, and it defeats the purpose of what y'all out there for. You can't be that stupid, June. Well, yes, you can. Yes, she is. Yeah. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. She don't use her brain sometimes, right? Then we get that old ugly ass stare to the camera. I gotta get right. Where my camera at? I might be smiling. I can't do the ugly stuff because I ain't ugly. That's ugly stir. Anyway, it lets me know that she about to be up to something. She about to do something stupid again. How many more people gotta die because of her actions? That's all I keep saying. So they make it to the trade hall. Brad, the guy I thought had a camera, was trying to help June out. Make an introduction. She like, yeah, no, not interested, partner. That so sound like me at the club. As soon as some dude say hi to me that I'm clearly not interested in, I be like, not interested. What's your name? Not interested. Yeah, that's so fucking rude. But I do it all the time. Anywho, Janine and her shopping for Steven. Like, okay, girl, Janine, girl, you doing a bit too much. You doing a bit. I know I said that we ain't gotta treat you like a child, but sometimes we gotta look at you sideways. Like, what? It ain't making no sense. I mean, June doing a bit too much for me as well. You trying too much to fit in. She trying too much not to. But I was like, Janine, gifts, girl, really? Is the dick that good? Like, for real? Come on now, girl. June is like, come on now. Like, I don't want him to keep taking advantage of you because that's exactly what he's doing. And I was like, says the one who was so gullible that she allowed Serena and Nick to take advantage of her. But, hey, what do I know? You know what I'm saying? Anywho, she helped Janine get the hat for Steven. And I wasn't sure what it was that she noticed that the guy put her cloaks. They traded their cloaks in for this hat. I wasn't sure what it was that she noticed. Maybe explosives or maybe more MREs. I don't know what that was. If y'all knew exactly what that was, y'all let me know. I know she did peep those guns on the table, and I wouldn't be surprised if she stole one, but she didn't. We found that out later. Well, anyway, Commander Joey comes home and is greeted by Aunt Lydia. I was like, what's this about? What's this about? Baby, she wants to service him. Not in a nasty way, y'all nasty minded folks. She's like, I got sources, right? You know, I got sources that could prove you were involved when Winslow disappeared. And I got testimony about your abuse of power, racketeering, money laundering, you know, whatever, and your collusion with June. But I will keep it under wraps as long as you get me reinstated. So she's gonna go over Aunt Ruth's head. And he like, oh, so we blackmailing me now? She's like, yeah, try me, Commander, try me. He said, look, you need to come a little better than that then. Since you got all the tea, what's the tea on Calhoun? Okay. She's like, I don't like the gossip. I don't spread gossip. He said, you just tried to blackmail me. That ain't gossip. That's facts. That's facts. That's that on that. What my girl saying? Who is that? I watched this little girl named Local Black Child. She cracks me up. She's on her own little black business here on YouTube, and she always saying that's facts, no printer. I love it. I love it. That's facts, no printer. Okay. Anywho, we need to Commander Joey is like, look here, we need to take our country back. We need to get it back and make it the way it used to be. Okay? We gotta work together, me and you. And I Lydia like together now. Okay. Alright, well maybe. I Lydia like the sounds of those words, but I'm like, what do you mean by make it right again? What is again? What are you referring to? I mean, we had dumb Donald in office talking about he want to make America great again, but he wasn't referring to the years leading up to the time he got in command. He wanted to go back to pre-civil rights type of shit. So what do you mean by make it great again? Make it right again? Is it the same thing? Do I need to throw you on a mega hat? What's going on? Okay. So she like, I got you though. I got you as long as I get June. And I want to handle her my way. Okay, he like, fine with me. I can live with that. And I was like, I know both of y'all smart enough to know that y'all lying, right? I can't possibly be telling the truth to each other, are you? This don't sound right. This don't sound right. But I just told y'all I didn't trust Commander Joey. I told y'all this. So June tells Janine, look, we leaving tomorrow. We going to find Nighthawk. And Janine like, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. She said, yes, we are. We came here to fight. Janine says, no, you came here to fight. I wanted to go back to Boston. Hell, Alma and them wasn't even trying to fight for real. Let's be honest. They wanted freedom. You know, Alma wanted to go to Texas. And Janine, her ass thinks that she could stay here though, and make beautiful brown babies with Steven. June like, no. Oh, she told June she could do it too, right? You could go do it too, June. Hook up with Brad. You know, we can live the rest of our days barefoot and pregnant and all that stuff. Janine. Although I think you have more guts than June ever had in her little pinky figure, you are tripping right now, girl. You tripping. Because this right here, this is your life. Okay? Janine, like, you can go. Because I don't need your judgment and you trying to boss me around. Bye. See you later. And I know what I want for me. So stop trying to tell me what I want for me. June is like, you know, he is taking advantage of you. You can't see that? Janine said, I still got one good eye. Oh, it's this one. I still got one good eye. I can see fine. I don't need you to save me, right? So you can make yourself feel better. That's all you're trying to do. June said, look, I'm just trying to make sure you don't get hurt like you did with Alma and Brianna. That was a burn. That was a burn. Because June don't feel no way responsible for their deaths, though. I don't care what you say, Janine. She don't feel no way responsible. Miss Honey, if y'all watching her review, she's reviewing this show this season as well. She brought up a good point in her last week's recap. And she was asking, do you think that Alma and Brianna essentially technically took their own lives? Like, think about it. They weren't stuck on the tracks where they couldn't move. You know what I'm saying? You knew damn well this train was coming and it was moving fast, right? Janine and June barely made it across themselves. But some reason you two thought that you still could, and the other lady, y'all keep leaving the other lady out. I don't know what her name was. They showed her face. Anyway, it's possible that they chose death over captivity at the breeding farm. You know, because they should have been further away than June. They should have got across the tracks way before June did. You know, since June was the last one out the van, but June was the first one across. Interesting. Well, June say, I'm leaving tomorrow with or without you. You can come with me or you can stay here and be Steven's handmaid. You decide. I was like, did Nick just call her Steven? The nerve. Well, anyway, I just want to see Janine chuck the deuces to her. Like, bad deuces, you know what I'm saying? Well, Nick, he decides he wants to pull in Lori. Y'all remember her, one of the Marthas that was one of the Martha Network, and ask her for help finding June. First, Lori's like, hold up, just because you got that star on your shoulder now don't mean that you can round us up like we unwomen. You know what I'm saying? He like, no, I want to find June. You know, I care about her. Lori's like, fuck her. A lot of brave women died trying to protect her ass. Everybody help her end up on the damn wall. I was like, well, finally somebody said it besides us. Finally somebody said it. I was like, Margaret Atwood. Hey, girl, hey. Y'all watching our recaps over here, picking up stuff that we be saying. Because, like, I don't know why people have not realized this seasons ago that June, people that help her end up on the damn wall, and she still end up alive. He like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, but it's all about my feelings. I care about her. Fuck everybody else. Hope this sorry eases all your little pains, but do what it do. Lori say, you know what? What I do know is you better off without her. Okay, just like us. Okay, I added that part, but that's what she meant to say. The other chick, whose name escapes me right now, says, well, there was 2 handmaids spotted in Chicago a week ago. Maybe June was one of them. And I was like, that's that bullshit right there, because you just hindered their safety, in my opinion, because you don't know if you could really trust Nick for real too. And then the other handmaid, you hindering her safety, but fuck her, because all that matters is saving June's ass, right? And saving Nick's heart. I care about her. Fuck you. So June is about to head out, and she needs Brad's help. He's gonna help her see the little way. And Janine come out to see her off. I was praying she wasn't going. I was praying that she wasn't begging her to stay too. And Janine was like, it's hard to say goodbye, but I'm leaving. But I'm not leaving, girl. I'm gonna stay here. June was so dismissive. I mean, she trying not to feel nothing. Okay, yeah, we've been through a lot. Sure, you ain't going. All right, cool, whatever. I figured. I was surprised she gave her a hug, but when she did, she broke down. And in that moment, I can admit, I got a little teary-eyed. But then it got dark again, as Aunt Lydia cocked her gun and fitted her pin to her cloak. Baby, she was feeling confident in self, right? I feel sorry for the girls who under her command. All of them look barely 18, right? And she telling them, your bond will be strong and y'all never gonna walk alone again. And then here's June, walking alone, responsible for nobody but herself. Finally, because I've always felt that she's only been looked out for herself anyway. But why is she in the middle of the damn street? Okay? Instead of trying to be hidden, all of a sudden she hears some metal clicking. Some papers rustling. Tucks herself underneath some police cars. As footsteps approach, they stop right in front of her. It's Janine. She was relieved, but she took that off her face real quick and tried to act annoyed, like, what you doing here, right? And Janine is like, handmaids, we stick together, just like Aunt Lydia just said. We had never walk alone again. We're gonna walk together through this, right? Through the fire. So she happy, and she said, all right, come on in. So Nick, y'all, he ruffles my feathers. Once again, Nick does exactly what I say he does all the time. He has the means to make a difference and chooses not to unless it benefits him. He sees Commander Joey in the hallway and was like, hey, you right. She out there. So whatever you need from me, I got you, boo. Fuck you, Nick. That's how I feel about it. So Nick goes into the council so he can switch it up, but Calhoun and Putnam already like, yeah, we're gonna do the ceasefire for 24 hours. He was like, what? Y'all was so against it. He was like, yeah, we changed our mind. And then all of a sudden Commander Joey sat up like, hey, ain't got good. And he's like, what the hell is going on here? Well, part of the ceasefire deal was that they was finna bomb the shit out of Chicago just prior to the ceasefire deadline. And remember, the ceasefire supposed to be happening in California and Texas too, so I don't know. But Nick is the one who has to orchestrate it. They are making him do it. So basically, the ceasefire gonna start at 4 o'clock. They gonna bomb that shit at 3:59. That's what they was gonna do. They some dirty dogs, right? Personally, I wouldn't show my face until 6 p.m. to make sure it's real. Nick say, I don't think I got time to pull my troops out. And he said, well, you better get going then. You better get going. Well, Janine and June approach a checkpoint. Guards are supposed to be there, which in turn makes me say, this doesn't make no sense why they just walking up to it then if guards supposed to be there. But anyway, there's food there. Ain't nobody else around, not even people that's supposed to be coming for the aid. June is like, something ain't right. This ain't right. Wasn't no birds flying in the sky. That's the first thing I noticed, right? Then all of a sudden you hear sounds of planes just cracking through the sky, dropping bombs everywhere. Poof, poof, poof. They try to run. But where can you run to? Where do I run to? Why must I cry? The love that we had was meant forever. I haven't done this in a while, y'all. If If you know who sings that song, the original, not Escape, you know who sings that song, you'll win a Mikey emoji. Y'all put it in the comment section. Hey, well, June wakes up in the rubble, right? And all I can think about is, where is Janine? She better be alive. When she grabs that Chicago Cubs hat, I say Janine dead, y'all. Remember, that's something to remember her by. This is it. That's the last we seen of Janine. Let me tell you, the song that they played, Leaving Out, is one of my favorite Coldplay songs ever. Oh, but I think this version was sung by Mary Fletcher, if I'm not mistaken. So she looking for Janine through the rubble, through the darkness, through the clouds, through the ash, and she don't find Janine. On who she find? Moira. Moira went on that mission with her girlfriend, and their mission was to go to Chicago. Because you heard people in the background screaming, "Hey, I'm here to help, I'm here to help." But they played that song though, man. When you try your best, you don't succeed. I think this was them telling us that June did not succeed in saving Janine. She did not succeed in keeping Janine safe. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. I might not be on key right there. Anyway. And the tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste. Could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. I'm telling y'all, that's the jam. That's the jam. That is it. That is the end of this recap and review. Thank y'all for waiting. Thank y'all for being patient. Let me know what y'all thought about it. Y'all think Janine did too? I think she did. And high up above and down below. Leave your comments in the comment sections. When you're too in love and you can't let it go. Like, subscribe. But if you never try, you'll never know just what you're worth. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Peace out, y'all.